What's going on, guys? Lone 2864 playing some Battlefield Hardline closed beta. And I say closed beta because you had to actually sign up on the website and battle your way through the extremely overloaded servers once the announcement at E3 was made that the Battlefield Hardline beta was live. And fortunately, somehow I managed to get access to this pretty quickly after that was announced. And so I've got quite a few hours put into the game, played all afternoon, all night last night, and I've played quite a bit today. And just going to go over my initial thoughts and feelings towards this game. This is all my opinion. Want to get that out of the way. You know, I highly recommend you guys try it out for yourself, of course, to whether or not you're going to like it. And this is all subjective. Like I said, it's all my opinion based on what I've seen and played so far. So, first things first, core gameplay, the graphics and look of the game, everything. Of course, you can tell it's Frostbite 3, and they've borrowed quite a bit from Battlefield 4. The heads-up display, and especially in the transport and the attack chopper, which is essentially just a little bird scout chopper. They're all pretty much identical to Battlefield 4, which is not a bad thing. I think it was decent in Battlefield 4, and it works fairly well in this game. It carried over pretty well. But the state of the game right now, I'm sure this is quite an old build that we're probably playing here. It's usually the way it works. So it's not surprising that the updated netcode features that we've first saw in the CTE and that have now been implemented into the retail version of Battlefield 4 are missing in the beta for Battlefield Hardline, which is very, very disappointing. But like I said, I can understand, you know, it's a beta, it's probably an old build, and that's understandable. But that does kind of hinder my ability to really get a feel for how the retail version of this game is going to be once it launches, because I'm almost certain, or at least I would have to expect that the updates that have been put into Battlefield 4 as far as netcode and that goes, I have to expect that those are going to be in the game. If not, there's I think going to be an extreme outcry, and I don't see this game launching very well at all. So I'm almost certain that's going to be put into the game, I would think. But at this point in time, it is not. So you're still getting, you know, quite a bit of one-shot kills, lots of dying behind cover, pretty far behind cover on top of that. And overall, I'd say it's just the state of the gameplay right now is about to how it was, I'd say, Battlefield 4 just before this most recent patch. So screen shake is just out of this world, too much at this point, especially when the Levolution event of the crane falling, once that's triggered, good luck hitting anybody. Doesn't matter where you're at on the map, it's across the map, you can still have a seizure simulator. But anyway, on to some things that I was kind of impressed with and things that I'm enjoying. That is the medic and the support class, which have been renamed to operator and enforcer in this game. The way that you ask for and receive medic bags and ammo, they have actually implemented a feature where you can run up to one of those particular players and hold E down to gather either a medic or gather health or supplies or ammo. So that is one feature that I am just extremely happy to see, and I would hope that they implement that somehow into Battlefield 4, which I doubt it. At this point into the game, I don't see that being put in. That'll have to be something they add into the next game, and that'll probably end up being a major selling piece on the next game. But like I said, you just run up, hold the E down, get what you need, and go on. You don't got to worry about anybody throwing you something. You know, if the guy even knows what's going on. So that's an excellent feature. I'm glad to see that added in. But gun balance. The gun mechanics in the game are fairly similar to Battlefield 4. In fact, I'd say it's pretty much on the same path, but from what I've gathered so far, and I've heard differing opinions from other people, but just my honest opinion, it seems like the recoil on the guns in Battlefield Hardline are more apparent. Like there's more recoil on the guns. They're a little bit harder to control, but as far as bullet deviation from incoming suppression, just the way the bullet flies due to some of the attachments doesn't seem to be quite as extreme. But like I said, with the recoil the way it is, it's a little bit, I'd say, harder to stay on target, but your bullets do seem to be more accurate if you're able to do so. And it seems that the damage model may be a little bit higher on some of the weapons, especially the AKM. It's going to be your Scar H of Battlefield Hardline from what I can tell so far. It really helps, or it pays off if you can stay on target, especially if you get a couple of headshots. I mean, you can drop somebody in an instant. But of course, the operator class / medic class has still got the best guns in the game. M16A3s back in Battlefield, so that's making a return. I was kind of very hesitant to see, whether that was going to carry over the same stats and be as overpowered as it was in Battlefield 3, but they've actually, it looks like, kind of toned it down a little bit. It's got a little bit more recoil, it seems like, and may not do quite as much damage. But I think overall it's not too overpowered. It's still a beast of a gun up close and at medium range. Just doesn't have that overall good gun kind of feel like it did in Battlefield 3, where it's almost good at anything. It's not excellent at anything, but it's just good all around. I'd say it kind of suffers at long ranges in this game. So that's a little bit of how they balance that gun. Like I mentioned, the AKM hits like a truck. That's going to be the Scar H version of Battlefield Hardline. And the G36 is the other assault rifle in the game, and I haven't spent too much time with that gun, so I really can't, give my thoughts on it yet. But some of the other guns for the other classes, especially the engineer class, I think they need a lot of work. And I know this is, here we go again, the obligatory shotguns are way too weak speech from Lone Wolf 2864, but I mean, it's true in this game. I don't care if you like shotguns or not. If you play with a shotgun at any point in time in this beta, you can't tell me that those are balanced in this game. Now, up close, yeah, it drops somebody in one shot, which, hey, it's supposed to. If you don't drop them in one shot at point blank range, then you just need to not even worry about making the game. But, I mean, seriously, though, I mean, I could be maybe 50 yards, not even 50 yards, that's way too much. I'm talking maybe 20 to 15 yards from a guy, 5 to 6 shots into him, and he's only taking 20 to 30 health. And on my screen, I'm on target. I don't know, if it's netcode related or whatever, but it just seems like the shotguns are just completely underpowered in this game. But that's only from a few hours of experience, so that may be just me. We'll have to dig more into that. But like I said, the engineer classes, the PDWs in particular, seem really, really underpowered right now. I'm not real sure what the thought process was on the low rate of fire on the Uzi. You would think that one would have a pretty good, high-end rate of fire, but as it stands right now, it's more along the lines of a UMP, which they actually have in the game. But rate of fire from the UMP / maybe the CBJMS from Battlefield 4, that's what it seems like right now. But I don't want to turn this video into, just all negative speech, and I don't want you to think and get the wrong impression that I'm not enjoying this game, because that's not true. But I'm really enjoying the game. Actually, I just, like I said earlier, the low tick rate setting still kind of bothers me, and it kind of hinders my overall, feelings toward the game. But with that in mind, I still say the game is a ton of fun right now. Really liking the new game modes, especially Blood Money. I'd have to say that's my favorite right now. It just seems to be the most, action-packed, back and forth kind of game. Heist took me a while to get the hang of, kind of figuring out, what's what to do here and there. But it can be fun. I'd say it takes a lot more teamwork, or it's a lot more PTFO oriented, if that makes any sense. But it can be a ton of fun if you have the right teammates and are able to, work together on the same page. But anyway, I don't want to run you guys too long. I'll have plenty of other videos coming out. I'm actually going to try to get some live gameplay with myself, Seasoned Curlies, and maybe Smokeman 1493. We've all got access, so we're able to do that now. So be on the lookout for that. And also, I may have a special funny / epic moments montage for the beta coming up here soon. I've got some pretty hilarious and some pretty epic clips that I've gotten saved over the past couple of days. So I'm gonna try to get that up for you guys as well. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and let me know down in the comments what you think. If you've been able to play in the beta so far, what your impressions are. And as always, if you like the video, if you learned something new, hit that like button, let us know, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks.